I think is most important here is that it's not a weapon that's ever been used on a conventional battlefield, Lindsay. So it's something that you would only use in a nuclear war.
Putin was obviously trying to send a message with this nuclear-capable missile, but should we still be confident that he won't use the real thing?
I don't think so, Lindsay. This is pretty spooky. And why I think it's particularly dangerous is he's run out of bluffs. He had this, and he demonstrated a nuclear-capable missile with multiple independently targeted warheads that didn't have nukes on them, but could have. So what do you do next to bluff? Could it be you demonstrate a small nuclear weapon somewhere in Ukraine to say, I'm done bluffing, and here's a nuclear weapon? The Pentagon has to be concerned. The White House has to be concerned because, again, he is out of ways to bluff.
And why is the Pentagon pushing back on whether it was, in fact, an ICBM?
I think they were trying to just be specific on what it was, because if it was an ICBM, that's intercontinental, which means it could have gotten to the U.S. This did not have that kind of range. It was either an intermediate range or a medium range, so it was something that could range all of Europe, but it wouldn't get to the United States. And so the Pentagon perhaps wanted to assure the American people that this was not something that could reach the United States, even though it's certainly not good if Mr. Putin lights off nuclear weapons on the Ukrainian battlefield.
Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah, Quadash, and a sincere salutations to the hopeful elect, the Tabernacle of David, you Akim pushing his truth to the four corners of the earth in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And also a healthy shalom to the few Akwath who are listening and learning. Lord's willing, this lesson be edifying. So we're going to dive right into this lesson, all right? We're going to grab our first precept, which is Psalms chapter 119 and verse 126. It reads, "It is time for thee, Lord Jehovah Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, to work, for they have made void thy law." Right. And the Heavenly Father is working. Prophecies are screaming. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is doing what? Shortening the days for the elect's sake. Okay? This is exactly what the Heavenly Father is doing. You know, things are escalating quickly, okay, on this war front. And we know if things are escalating on the war front, the charagma, which is the mark of the beast, is right around the corner. All right. So from here, let's grab Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 16. "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coal in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy." Right. The Heavenly Father says he has created the smith. All right. And what is a smith? A smith is just a master craftsman. Okay. A master at his craft. All right. There's many types of smith. All right. You know, you have a blacksmith, what you see on the screen, a gunsmith, a whitesmith, a locksmith, a tinsmith, a goldsmith, so forth and so on. All right. You know, a blacksmith is a crafter of metals. All right. Primarily iron and steel. He uses them to create objects. All right. So the Heavenly Father says he has created the smith. Now, what type of smith is he talking about? Is he talking about a blacksmith or ironsmith or goldsmith? No. The Heavenly Father is talking about the men, all right, that he put the spirit on, all right, to what? To split the atom, to create the atom bomb, to create the nuke, all right? The Manhattan Project, Oppenheimer, all right? The Heavenly Father put the spirit on these men to create the weapons of his indignation, all right? As simple as that. As simple as that. And you know, this goes into prophecy, showing you that the Heavenly Father is a power of his word. Okay. So real quick, let's play a couple minutes of this video.
Yeah, and please subscribe to the channel. So, all right, let's get into it. Well, Russia just sent a message to President Biden: back the F off right now, or we will send these same missiles into Europe and the United States. Is anyone listening? right now, or they're just basically playing with fire, playing with death is what they're doing. So what exactly happened? Well, early this morning, this happened. Russia, for the first time in world history, launched their new hypersonic ballistic missiles called the Orashink missile. And it is absolutely devastating, what you're seeing here. They could not stop it. Notice there is no air defense fire coming in to try to stop this. NATO couldn't stop it at all. The speed with which these things traveled was remarkable, and these things were outfitted with non-nuclear warheads, using hypersonic warheads. So in other words, this was a message. This was a message to the world. We can put nuclear warheads on these, and you can't stop them. We didn't. We used our hypersonic warheads, and it was devastating enough, and we took out all of these military targets. You couldn't do anything about it. We've been warning you about it. And with these long-range attacks inside of Russia, we've been warning you, and here it is. You guys can't stop this. You want to F around and find out some more? Because you know where this is headed right now. You know where this is headed. Here was President Putin just a short time ago delivering a message to the world, really, not just Russia. This has been translated all over the world now, warning the West. Here is what you can expect from us. Watch.
Такому оружию на сегодняшний день не существует. Ракеты атакуют цели со скоростью 10 махов. Это 2,5-3 километра в секунду. Современные, имеющиеся в мире системы противовоздушной обороны и создаваемые американцами системы противоракетной обороны в Европе подобные ракеты не перехватывают. Это исключено. Подчеркну еще раз, что не Россия, а именно США разрушили систему международной безопасности. И, продолжая бороться, цепляться за свою гегемонию, толкают весь мир к глобальному конфликту.
I mean, just let this sink in for a second.
Well, you'd have to be a meathead to be like, yeah, I want that. I hear you and I raise you this. Like, who wants that? Who's not afraid of that?
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Terrifying to think. And by the way, 3,000 miles, the range on these, 1,000 miles up to 3,000 miles, hit all of these European targets, and they can't do anything to stop it. This comes like just hours after the United Kingdom allowed these Storm Shadow missiles to be fired into Russia. This is a clear message to the United Kingdom. This is a clear message to Germany. All of your European allies, all of those European allies, even Portugal that supplied a tank. One tank, like from the 1970s. Spain, all of you guys. France. Like, you want to keep effing around, you're going to find out. Now, Zelensky got on his...
All right, that's enough of that. Yeah, they about to find out, all right? Y'all about to find out who the true power, okay, of this universe is, okay? The God of the Israelites, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Y'all about to find out. Hey, his name is going to be exalted alone in that day. Okay? Plain and simple. Y'all about to find out, man. Just like Pharaoh did. All right? And this modern day Pharaoh is going to find out too. Trump and whoever the kings and the rulers of the earth are. So anyway, where do I want to go? Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 25. The Lord out of one hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. Okay? He's opened up his armory, man. And the weapons of his indignations are these intercontinental ballistic hypersonic missiles that cannot be shot down by any missile air defense system. No Patriot system, no S-300, S-400, S-500. Because why? These are the weapons of the Heavenly Fathers. Can't stop, won't stop, can't be touched. So once again, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord out of one power of host and the land of the Chaldeans, right? In the land of Babylon. Okay, Chaldea is in the southern portion of Babylon. This is speaking about America, Babylon the Great. Okay? Beautiful times, man. Beautiful times. So from here, let's end it in Joel chapter 2 and starting at verse 1. All right. And this is in the NLT. It reads, sound the alarm in Jerusalem, raise the battle cry on my holy mountain. Let everyone tremble in fear, because the day of the Lord Adawan is upon us. It is a day of darkness and gloom, a day of thick clouds and deep blackness. Right, because it's going to be a lot of mushroom clouds on that day when these ICBMs hit and these nuclear explosions take place as America is being destroyed in 1 hour. Okay, not only that, but a massive chariot of the Heavenly Fathers, which you people ignorantly call UFOs. A fathership is going to cast a shadow over this place. It's going to be a horrible, terrifying day for you people, the day of the Lord. So it says, it is a day of darkness and gloominess. Salakia. It is a day of darkness and gloom, a day of thick clouds and deep blackness. Suddenly, like dawn spreading across the mountains, a great and mighty army appears. Nothing like it has been seen before or ever will be seen again. Right, because what's taking place here? Okay, he's likening these intercontinental ballistic missiles. Okay, the Lord's army. He's likening them to an army of men. Okay, so he's using what is it, a metaphor or a allegory? I can't remember what it's called. Okay, but he's likening these missiles to a human army. But as I continue to read, you're going to find out that it's not a human army. He's speaking about these ICBMs. So continuing on, it says nothing like it has been seen before or will ever be seen again. Right. Because once these missiles get shot out of their silos, this is going to be a destruction like no other, a fear like no other. And after they hit and America's destroyed, remember, the nations are not going to know war anymore. Because when the Israelites are when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. When the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. So when the righteous are in authority, there will be no more war. All right. No more hunger, no more wickedness or pain. OK, so continuing on, it reads Joel 2 and 3. It says, fire burns in front of them and flames follow after them. Right. Because the fire, the power of the nukes are in the warheads, and the warheads are on the front, on the very top of the nuke. So it says a fire is in front of them and a flame follow after them. Right. What propels it? The flame in the back propels the ICBM to its destination. It says, ahead of them, the land lies as beautiful as the Garden of Eden. Right. All right. Ahead of them, you have the beautiful mountain landscape. All right. The earth is beautiful. All right. But then what does it say? Behind them is nothing but desolation, and not one thing escapes. So after they hit, everything is decimated, destroyed instantly. All right. Am I painting this picture correctly? So let me read it all over again. It says Joel 2 and 3. Fire burns in front of them and flames follow after them. Ahead of them, the land lies as beautiful as the Garden of Eden. Behind them is nothing but desolation. Not one thing escapes. They look like horses. They charge forward like war horses. Look at them as they leap along the mountaintops. Listen to the noise they make, like the rumbling of chariots. And a lot of people were talking about the noise in the video that those hypersonic missiles made prior to hitting their targets. So it says, like the roar of fire sweeping across a field of stubble, or like a mighty army moving into battle. Fear grips all the people. Every face grows pale with terror. Why? Because when you look up and see all these intercontinental ballistic missiles about to fall upon you, you know that that's it. That's your end. There's no escaping. Okay? That's it. It says the attackers march like warriors and scale city walls like soldiers. Straight forward they march, never breaking their rank. They never joust each other. Right. So meaning that when they're shot out of their silos from all these other different countries, they're not going to bump into one another. All right. The Lord doesn't have to calculate for a slight malfunction of a few that aren't going to hit their mark or going to blow up before they reach their target. No, 100% of these intercontinental ballistic missiles that the Heavenly Father are going to have these nations shoot off are going to hit their target. Okay? Because the Heavenly Father's spirit are going to be on these missiles. His indignation, his wrath is going to be in these intercontinental ballistic missiles. Okay? It says they never joust each other. Each moves in exactly the right position. They break through the fence without missing a step. Right. In the clip from Redacted, the missile defense systems didn't even have a chance to try and shoot these things down. They were so fast. You know, even Clay, I think his name is Clay or Clayton, mentioned it. You know, you a lot of times you see the Iron Dome in Israel being shot off, intercepting incoming missiles. You know, it's almost like a beautiful air show, a fireworks show. Well, in that clip, all you saw were those missiles hitting their target. The United States Patriot system or Iron Dome system, whatever those countries were using, didn't even get a chance to try to shoot one down. That's how you know it's the Heavenly Father at work. So it says, they break through the fences without missing a step. They swarm over the city and run along its walls. They enter all the houses, climbing like thieves through the windows. The earth quakes as they advance, and the heavens tremble. The sun and the moon grow dark, and the stars no longer shine. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is at the head of the column. He heads them with a shout. This is his mighty army, and they follow his orders. The day of the Lord Adawan is an awesome, terrible thing. Who can possibly survive? Woo! Beautiful. Hey, only the hopeful elect, man. If the Lord ain't with you in that day, you are through. Beautiful times, man. Beautiful times, man. I hope I painted this picture as eloquently as it is deserved to be painted, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right? It's go time, man. All right? Hey, the Smith has done its job, and now it's time. It's go time, man. Anyway, Lord's willing, this was edifying. Shalom Israel. Wa abad babal.